There are moments in music when the whole world seems to stop and ask itself, are we about to witness something we've never seen before? And this week, the name placing global pop culture on pause, once again, is Taylor Swift. Because in just a few days, The End of an Era, the 6-part documentary series capturing the record-shattering Eras Tour, will officially debut on Disney+. More than just a behind-the-scenes series, it is considered the final diary of an era that elevated Taylor into a cultural phenomenon far beyond music. When an artist allows fans to step deeper behind the spotlight, to the rehearsal rooms, the exhausted late nights, the most private, unfiltered moments, it is always a promise that we will see the truth. And this time, that truth is even bigger. The End of an Era doesn't just tell the story of a tour that began in March 2023 and ended in late 2024. It tells the story of love, effort, creative partnership, family, and even a tender moment between Taylor Swift and her fiancé, Travis Kelce, a moment that, just hearing about it, you know this is not simply a story to watch, but to feel. The trailer alone, from the stolen kiss beneath the stage to Andrea Swift's proud words, has set the internet ablaze. And if those few preview seconds already carry that much emotional weight, one can only imagine the impact of the full series. This story matters not just because of the scale of the Eras Tour, but because it shows how a woman, an artist, a cultural icon, chooses to document the end of an era in the most honest way possible, as if she wanted the whole world to walk the final stretch of that journey with her. So what lies behind this series? Why are Disney Plus and even Hollywood calling it one of the biggest media events of the season? And what do you think about the decision to reveal the entire behind-the-scenes world? Share your thoughts below. When Taylor Swift confirmed that The End of an Era would document the entirety of the Eras Tour, people immediately understood this was not merely entertainment. It was a farewell, a tribute, and at the same time, a recounting of what many consider the most intense yet radiant chapter of her career. To understand why this series is drawing such enormous US media attention, we need to look at the full picture. Eras Tour consisted of 152 shows, stretched over nearly 2 years, crossed multiple continents, broke revenue records, and even became an economic case study. It was a phenomenon far beyond a typical tour. But what the upcoming docuseries offers is the story behind it all, the part audiences have only glimpsed from the front row. The first episodes will dive deeply into the creation of the Eras Tour, from long rehearsal nights to every carefully weighed artistic decision. There, we will see Taylor not just as a singer, but as a director, a storyteller, a strategist, and at moments a teammate encouraging her crew through sheer exhaustion. Disney Plus confirms the series will offer intimate looks at her band, dancers, design team, and her family, the people powering the massive machine behind her. And the biggest surprise is the appearance of Travis Kelce, Taylor's fiancé, described by US media as the balancing force in her life. In the trailer, just one gentle line from Andrea Swift, Travis Kelce, he brings a lot of happiness, was enough to move viewers to tears, because it is rare for an artist of Taylor's stature to open the door to such private moments. The clip of the couple kissing beneath the stage, soft, quiet, intimate, has already become a symbolic snapshot of their love story. What makes the series compelling is that it doesn't only talk about art, but about balance between life and career, pressure and joy, exhaustion and triumph. Taylor has shared that the Eras Tour was a beautiful but grueling chapter, and this docuseries takes us right to the intersection of those emotions. The pressure, the expectations, the fatigue, then the roaring comeback under the bright lights of the stage. After more than 2 years of touring almost non-stop, the energy demand is unimaginable. Even the strongest artist needs someone to lean on, and at this moment in her life, Travis Kelce is exactly that anchor. Beyond that, The End of an Era brings viewers into countless precious moments. Surprise duets with Gracie Abrams, Sabrina Carpenter, the little sister of music, who shared both songs and struggles on tour. Ed Sheeran and Florence Welch, friends and collaborators who've walked beside Taylor for nearly a decade. Together, they form a portrait of a creative community uplifting one another, sharing pressure, and igniting inspiration. Another highlight is how the series leads into The Final Show, the last Eras Tour performance filmed in Vancouver. This wasn't just a concert, it was the closing punctuation of nearly 2 years in which Taylor stood in the center of pop culture. The show includes the full setlist from the Tortured Poets album, considered one of her most introspective and metaphor-rich works. With Disney Plus choosing to release both the docuseries and The Final Show on the same day, the decision feels symbolic, guiding viewers from behind the scenes to the last bow on stage, closing every chapter in a single moment. American media has already declared it December's biggest entertainment event, not only for Swifties, but for Hollywood, producers, and storytellers everywhere. Because what Taylor is doing here is something few dared to do: open the doors completely, narrate her journey from her own perspective, and transform an ending into a milestone that inspires her audience. It poses a powerful question. When an era ends, what truly remains? The glowing stadiums, the record-breaking songs, or the deeply human moments, a hug, a smile, a silent glance backstage that no one ever sees? The end of an era seems to answer, what remains is the journey. And sometimes the journey is most beautiful not when you stand before thousands, but when you stand beside the one person who grounds you. Looking at everything this series promises to deliver, it's clear that audiences won't just watch a film, they will feel an era closing. From the earliest Eras Tour nights to the arrival of the end of an era, what we see is not just a musical record being made, but a deeper story, one about perseverance, creativity, and how an artist uses every moment of her life to connect with others. Taylor Swift turned a tour into cultural legacy, and its ending into an open door for reflection. For more than 2 years, she didn't just sing, didn't just tell stories, she reminded millions that even in the face of pressure, endless flights, and sleepless nights, we can still create something beautiful out of the difficult things life throws at us. With both the end of an era and the final show arriving on Disney Plus, this isn't simply a farewell. It's a reminder that sometimes, to close a chapter, we must be brave enough to look back at everything that shaped us, the things that strengthened us, the people who stood beside us, and the personal moments we never expected to share with the world. And the question for each of us is this: when a chapter of your life ends, what will you choose to remember? The things that hurt you, or the things that made you who you are? If the story made you feel something, leave a comment below. And if you'd like to join future journeys through music, culture, and emotional storytelling, hit subscribe so we don't lose each other along the way.